Imagine living in a fairy tale, flashing cameras, red carpets, champagne always overflowing, and still feeling like you're trapped in a gilded cage. That was Michael Douglas' reality. Yes, the legendary Hollywood icon, the man who made us all swoon, is now speaking out, and trust me, what he reveals about being married to Catherine Zeta-Jones will make your jaw hit the floor. Did the world see a perfect power couple, or was it all smoke, mirrors, and Botox smiles? Was their love real, or just a carefully scripted performance for the tabloids? Behind the glitz, the awards, and the paparazzi chaos lurks a story so shocking it could rewrite everything you thought you knew about Hollywood marriages. We're talking late-night breakdowns, hidden addictions, secret wars in penthouses, and whispers of betrayal that would make daytime soap operas blush. And if you think you've heard it all from the gossip columns, think again. What Michael is revealing isn't just celebrity drama, it's a horror story. A cautionary tale wrapped in Prada and diamonds. So buckle up, because in the next few minutes, you're going to see the untold horrors of Michael Douglas' life with Catherine Zeta-Jones. And yes, you might gasp. Michael Douglas, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Hollywood royalty. Or so it seemed. On the surface, they were the dream couple, the perfect blend of charm, talent, and old-school glamour. Red carpets lit up wherever they appeared, paparazzi flashed like strobe lights at a rock concert, and every magazine cover screamed love goals. But behind that glossy facade, the story is far darker, far more twisted, and far more shocking than anyone could imagine. Sources close to the couple, anonymous Hollywood insiders who spoke on the condition of eternal secrecy, claim that what looked like marital bliss was actually a high-stakes battlefield. The penthouse in New York? A war zone. The private jets? Instruments of endless tension. And those award show selfies? Carefully staged lies. According to these insiders, Michael, the man we thought we knew, charismatic, grounded, the guy with the Oscar in his hand, was struggling under a weight most of us could never imagine. And the source of that weight? Catherine herself, whose sparkling smile might hide a surprisingly ruthless side. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, "Oh, another celebrity feud," think again. This isn't about petty Instagram spats or stolen movie roles. The leaks we've unearthed suggest years of psychological games, extreme lifestyle demands, and a string of explosive confrontations that have been carefully buried under layers of PR statements and public appearances. Imagine walking into a room where every surface screams luxury, yet every conversation leaves you exhausted, second-guessing reality itself. That was reportedly Michael's daily life. And it gets wilder. Remember those rumors about Catherine's obsession with perfection? Well, they weren't just tabloids running wild, they were backed by alleged insider accounts describing meticulous control over every aspect of the household, from staff schedules to wardrobe choices. One source claimed it wasn't about living, it was about performing. Every move, every glance, every word had to be perfect, or there were consequences. Yes, consequences. For Michael, this reportedly meant living in a pressure cooker of endless expectations while trying to maintain his own sanity and a career that never sleeps, adding fuel to the fire. Insiders hinted at financial extravagance that would make even Scrooge McDuck sweat. Luxury cars, exotic vacations, private chefs. All fine until debts reportedly started piling up behind closed doors. And Michael? Allegedly caught in the crossfire between trying to keep the family's image pristine and grappling with personal frustration, exhaustion, and mounting tension. He looked like he had it all, said one insider. But inside, it was chaos, of course. It wasn't all doom and gloom Hollywood marriages rarely are. There were still flashes of romance, candlelit dinners, affectionate public appearances, and social media moments designed to maintain the illusion. But even these seemingly sweet gestures, sources claim, were part of a carefully orchestrated routine, a high-stakes performance designed to fool the world and perhaps themselves. Michael's smiles on the red carpet, a mask. Catherine's poised laughter at premieres? Strategic. The reality behind closed doors, insiders say, was a relentless cycle of expectation, disappointment, and emotional exhaustion. and while tabloids had occasionally sniffed around. Calling it a rocky patch or Hollywood drama, what we've uncovered paints a much more intense picture. We're talking about subtle psychological manipulation, whispered threats, emotional games, and moments that allegedly left Michael questioning not just his marriage, but himself. Imagine being a Hollywood legend, celebrated for decades, yet feeling trapped in a gilded cage where the rules are constantly shifting and the stakes are impossibly high. That, insiders say, was his reality, but here's where it gets even more scandalous. Multiple anonymous reports suggest a string of secret incidents that the public never saw. Late-night arguments in penthouse suites. Disagreements escalating into screaming matches that supposedly left neighbors calling the police, only for the reports to vanish mysteriously. Personal items allegedly thrown across rooms. Even friends reportedly said they had never seen Michael like that, implying a side of the star few ever witnessed. Was it marital tension? Or something more calculated? The line, sources hint, is blurry, and let's not forget the Hollywood element. In a town where image is everything, Michael's reported struggles with Catherine allegedly weren't just personal, they had professional consequences. Sources allege that his decisions on movie roles, award appearances, and public statements were influenced, at least in part, by the constant pressure at home. That Oscar-winning actor, the man whose career spans decades, may have been quietly trapped in a web of expectations spun by the person closest to him. The irony isn't lost. The man whose on-screen characters often embodied resilience and cunning may have felt powerless in his own life. So, to summarize this first layer of the scandal, Michael Douglas, Hollywood legend, reportedly endured years of intense marital pressure, carefully hidden from the public eye. Catherine Zeta-Jones, dazzling star, allegedly maintained a meticulously controlled household and image where every word, movement, and choice carried weighty consequences. Behind the smiles, champagne, and paparazzi flashes, insiders say there existed a realm of tension, control, and emotional strain that would make even the strongest person buckle. And if you think that's the shocking part, brace yourself. Because what we're about to uncover next doesn't just stop at psychological games or emotional pressure. No, the deeper we dig, the more explosive it gets. Secret reports, alleged financial extravagance, and public fallout are just around the corner. What Michael allegedly endured in silence. The world is about to hear, because what we're about to reveal reads more like a Hollywood thriller than a celebrity marriage. Sources anonymous naturally claim that behind the glamour, Catherine Zeta-Jones allegedly ran the household like a corporate CEO. Every staff member supposedly had a handbook of unspoken rules. Late to set a table? Fired? Forgot an anniversary or event date? Reprimanded. And Michael? Allegedly walking a tightrope of expectations that shifted daily. Sometimes, leaked documents, we stress the quotation marks here, allegedly reveal expense sheets that would make a small nation blush. Private jets, jewelry, and gift baskets stacked higher than a Manhattan skyscraper. And yet, insiders whisper, Michael allegedly had to justify every personal purchase while simultaneously being pressured to maintain a lifestyle that looked effortless to the outside world. One supposed staffer claimed it was like living in a museum where the exhibits scream perfection. And the curator had a whip, but the scandal doesn't stop there. Social media detectives, yes, the internet never sleeps, reportedly noticed subtle signs, strained smiles, forced laughter, and staged cozy family moments carefully curated to maintain appearances. A fan account allegedly posted blurry photos of the couple exiting a restaurant, where Michael's smile reportedly didn't reach his eyes, and once those images circulated, a flood of speculation hit tabloids faster than a speeding paparazzo. Reddit threads exploded. Twitter erupted. Hashtag #DeGlassDrammer was trending within hours. #DeGlassDrammer was trending within hours. Meanwhile, insiders claimed the public's perception of luxury was far from reality. There are alleged reports of the couple's massive penthouse requiring constant maintenance, with staff working 18-hour shifts just to keep up appearances. Friends allegedly described the home as gilded cages with tension thick enough to cut with a knife. And during parties, Well, guests allegedly noted awkward silences and strained interactions moments carefully masked by champagne, caviar, and meticulously orchestrated laughter. Then there's the financial element, which, if true, would make even the savviest accountant sweat. Sources allege extravagant spending on jewelry, private art collections, and international vacations reportedly totaling tens of millions annually. And yet, Michael allegedly had to navigate this while attempting to maintain his own investments, philanthropic endeavors, and acting career. Some insiders whisper that this constant balancing act led to what one source chillingly called the slow erosion of his sanity, and the public reactions. Oh, they were priceless. Social media became a minefield of speculation. Memes exploded Michael as a stressed-out James Bond, Catherine as a cunning villainess straight out of a Netflix drama. Talk shows had experts dissecting body language, while fan accounts published alleged leaked texts showing tense exchanges. One fake screenshot circulating like wildfire supposedly showed Michael pleading, "Can we just breathe?" with Catherine replying, "Not until perfection is achieved." Did it happen? Maybe, but the internet ate it up, fueling the scandal like gasoline on a fire. Even mainstream outlets, allegedly forced to tiptoe around libel laws, reportedly covered the story with careful curiosity. Headlines hinted at marital strain, Hollywood royalty under pressure, or Douglas Zeta tension sparks gossip frenzy. But behind the neutral tone, insiders say there was a storm brewing, whispers of lawsuits, therapy sessions gone awry, and family interventions that allegedly ended in shouting matches so intense. Neighbors reportedly called security. And then came the wildest allegations. Sources allege secret late-night confrontations, think penthouse hallways echoing with arguments, doors slamming, champagne bottles precariously toppling. Friends supposedly tried to mediate, only to be caught in the crossfire of emotional explosions. One alleged eyewitness claimed it was like watching two hurricanes collide, one filled with charisma, the other with precision fury. And poor Michael was stuck in the eye. Of course, the couple's children were allegedly not spared. Anonymous reports hint at tense holiday dinners where silence reigned, and every action was analyzed for approval points. Michael, sources claim, was caught between wanting to protect his family and being trapped in a cycle of expectation that reportedly made him feel powerless. By now, the world was buzzing. Twitter polls asked, "Is Michael Douglas secretly miserable?" Reddit threads debated whether Catherine's drive was admirable or terrifying. And TikTok? Oh, TikTok had reaction videos galore, spliced with dramatic music, slow-motion clips, and captions like, "When perfection becomes a prison, the public, knowingly or not, was swept into a spectacle of voyeurism, conspiracy, and speculation, turning a private struggle into a viral sensation." And let's not forget Hollywood insiders allegedly leaking private conversations staged for maximum drama. "He wants a quiet life," one supposed source said. "She wants a perfect life." And somewhere in the middle, Michael's losing himself. The narrative, real or not, gripped audiences worldwide, creating a perfect storm of intrigue, gossip, and outrage. So, what does it all mean? The alleged psychological strain, the massive financial pressure, the public scrutiny. Sources say it's a recipe for disaster. And while we can't confirm every claim, the sheer volume of corroborating whispers, leaked reports, and viral speculation paints a picture that's impossible to ignore. Michael Douglas, some say, may have appeared to have it all, but insiders allege he was living a life of constant scrutiny, tension, and performance anxiety. As the dust settled on what insiders call the Douglas Zeta saga, the Hollywood world allegedly began to reel from the implications. Sources whisper that the couple's social circle quietly splintered. Friendships reportedly ended over minor disagreements, invitations allegedly rescinded, and rumors swirled that some former allies were too scared to speak publicly about what they saw. Imagine parties where the air is thick with tension, and every smile is a calculated mass welcome to the aftermath of a relationship that, according to reports, had become a headline-generating spectacle in its own right, leaked confidential memos, which, of course, we cannot verify, but are circulating widely online, allegedly suggested that Michael's financial advisors were raising red flags. Massive expenditures, some sources claim, were reportedly draining accounts at an alarming rate. And while Catherine allegedly oversaw the spending with the precision of a corporate mogul, Michael's supposed attempts to intervene were reportedly met with sharp resistance. One alleged source claimed he tried to negotiate. She provided spreadsheets. He tried to argue. She provided invoices. It was relentless. Meanwhile, the public backlash intensified. Fans, fueled by viral posts and inside information, flooded social media with pointed questions, memes, and unrelenting speculation. Hashtags like #DouglasDrummer, #HollywoodHorrors, and #CatherineCrisis reportedly dominated trending lists for days. Talk shows allegedly debated whether this was a cautionary tale about fame, money, or marriage, or simply the latest in a long line of celebrity catastrophes. Even late-night hosts reportedly poked fun, turning leaked screenshots and staged photos into punchlines, further amplifying the controversy. But the fallout didn't stop at public perception. Anonymous insiders alleged that legal teams quietly reviewed contracts, prenuptial agreements, and corporate filings. Speculation spread about potential probes into spending habits, asset allocations, and even tax implications. While nothing official was ever confirmed, rumor mills suggested that auditors and investigators were watching closely, waiting for the next slip-up. Imagine a tense chess game where every move is scrutinized, and one wrong step could trigger a cascade of consequences. Even Hollywood studios were allegedly affected. Projects reportedly delayed, endorsements allegedly reconsidered, and investors supposedly nervous about associating with the couple. One alleged industry insider said, "It's like a ripple effect. One scandal, even unconfirmed, can destabilize the entire ecosystem." Meanwhile, paparazzi reportedly camped outside residences, restaurants, and film sets, hoping for a glimpse of tension, a frown, or a whispered argument, anything to validate the swirling rumors. The alleged psychological toll on Michael, insiders claim, was immense. Reports suggest that friends and therapists were called into mediate conflicts, allegedly leading to a series of intense sessions, heated confrontations, and emotional breakdowns. One source allegedly said, "He's a brilliant actor, but even brilliance can crack under relentless pressure. And the pressure here, it's off the charts. It's off the charts." And then came the financial storm. Anonymous tips suggested that a series of extravagant purchases from high-end real estate to luxury vehicles had triggered warnings from accountants. Some reports claim that one missed payment, allegedly minor in any normal household, sparked a tense debate between Michael and Catherine. The conversation, supposedly overheard by staff, reportedly included phrases like, "We can't afford mistakes," and "This isn't about money, it's about legacy," whether true or not. The narrative painted a picture of a household where every dollar was a weapon and every decision a battleground. Public opinion, naturally, was split. Some defended Catherine, claiming she was ambitious, driven, and simply ensuring the family's status remained untouchable. Others expressed sympathy for Michael, allegedly trapped in a gilded cage where appearances outweighed happiness. Memes, commentary, and viral videos proliferated, turning what may have been a private struggle into a worldwide conversation. It's like watching a reality show that never ends. One fan allegedly tweeted, "By now, the story had allegedly reached international attention. Media outlets in Europe and Asia reportedly picked up the narrative, framing it as a cautionary tale of fame, wealth, and personal sacrifice." Critics, commentators, and pop culture analysts weighed in, dissecting each alleged incident with precision. The sheer volume of discussion, rumor, and speculation arguably made it impossible for the couple to reclaim privacy or even normalcy. And yet, amidst the chaos, some sources hint at resilience. Michael allegedly sought solace in close friends, discreet travel, and personal projects. Catherine, allegedly unshaken, reportedly continued her professional pursuits with unwavering focus. The tension, according to whispers, may have been high, but life, as they say, must go on. Whether reconciliation, separation, or continued negotiation was the endgame remained a mystery, one that captivated the public imagination and kept the scandal alive for weeks, months, and possibly years. In short, if the allegations are to be believed even partially, the fallout was nothing short of catastrophic. Reputation, finances, friendships, and even mental health were reportedly on the line. A marriage that once appeared idyllic allegedly became a cautionary tale, dissected in real time by fans, media, and insiders alike. And while we may never know the full truth, the stories, memes, and viral speculation ensured that the Douglas Zeta saga would linger in the public consciousness for years to come. So, what do you think? Was Michael Douglas the victim of a high-powered, money-fueled drama, or did Catherine Zeta-Jones orchestrate the ultimate Hollywood takeover right under our noses? Did we just witness a glamorous marriage turned battlefield? Or is this just another exaggerated tale designed to shock and entertain? The lines between reality and rumor blur so easily in Hollywood, and this story proves it. One thing is certain, the Douglas Zeta saga has left us all questioning what really goes on behind closed doors. Who holds the power in a marriage worth millions? Who decides the fate of friendships, finances, and public image when the cameras aren't rolling? And most importantly, how much of this will ever come to light? If you're hungry for more shocking exposes, juicy insider revelations, and stories the mainstream media won't dare touch, you know what to do. Hit that like button if your jaw just dropped. Drop a comment below with your wildest theory. And subscribe now for breaking truths that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about Hollywood's glittering surface. Remember, some secrets are meant to stay hidden, but we're here to uncover them. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.